Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 83 with Mr. Hornsby 83 Topics, and I am coming with a topic I promised since last year. I was going to do it with my friend Eugene, but he kind of backed out at the last second on me. So I'm going to do it solo myself because in these 5 years I've been back in weightlifting, I've become pretty knowledgeable myself about what I should eat, how to lift, proper ways to lift, and all that stuff. So later on, later on in the video, I'm going to show you how to do just some basic curls with these. I might struggle a bit because my arms are sore from earlier because I worked my biceps and triceps earlier, but I'll try my best. And today I'm going to talk about the difference between a boulder stomach. I might mention a little bit about flat stomach and freaking fat stomach. And a boulder stomach has also been termed as muscle stomach by some. And there's a lot of reasons why people get these things. First off, if you started working out and you were really fat, you can get one that way. I mean, why do you think Hulk Hogan's stomach is the way he was? Because when he started lifting, he was a fat kid, if you ever watched any of his old documentaries. Also, I've heard people say if you do squats a lot, you can get it. Age is another problem with why you would get it. I thought there was one more. I think of the other one. Oh yeah, that's really. Or you just can't get cut and defined enough in the stomach area to get a completely flat stomach. Now I'm getting ready to point to a couple pictures here and show you what's going on and talk to you about it. And to the left, the picture of a former Mr. Olympian, Ronnie Coleman, who had a boulder stomach for so many years until he finally got it taken care of. I got this image off of ironmagazine.com, and here's a picture of a fat stomach. Now, if you notice, the fat stomach is more rounder, and I don't know if you can tell it or not, but the boulder stomach is a bit more square a little, and it's still kind of got that V shape too, because he is a professional bodybuilder. So it's a pretty common mistake people make, and I don't blame people for it because, some of these people don't work out, so they don't have the knowledge between a boulder stomach and a fat stomach, because sometimes I'm wearing a shirt and, sticks to my stomach, it's a freaking square-shaped stomach. It's not as defined as Mr. Ronnie Coleman's here, but I'm working on it. But, and sometimes people say, well, you look like you're getting a little bit fat. I'm like, no, that's just the boulder stomach. A lot of freaking people get it. And I just said some of the ways on how you get it. But, I want to point that out because, like I said, so many people, I know there's been a couple times, I kind of noticed this with a WWE wrestler, because I was a big fan of him and the Attitude Era, but once it got to the Ruthless Aggression Era, I became not a fan because he was burying some of the great wrestlers from WCW, and he just recently buried a legend from WCW. I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about, Triple H. When Triple H first became, a big bodybuilder, because before that he was kind of scrawny with a little bit of muscle tone to him, but right around the time he was starting to get his push for the title and that, he got bigger, and, his arms got bigger, his biceps, his triceps, his forearms, his shoulders, his traps, his back, that all got bigger. The one spot that didn't get bigger was his legs, which he suffered for that with a major league knee injury in 2001, back when WWE was still good, but when it was worth watching still. But then when he started doing his legs more, working his legs and getting his legs muscular to fit up with his upper part of his body, mainly because of his quad injury. I think he also got a hamstring injury too. He started getting that boulder stomach a little bit too. And you know, maybe the myth about if you do squats and that, it makes your stomach look like that too, because you know, some guys they get gifted to where they don't. Some guys are just so good at getting defined, bulky, and cut. Guys like, you know, the Warrior, for example. That guy was freaking straight up cut, buff, you know, bulky, whatever you want to say. Major league cut. His legs were cut. His whole upper body was cut. And, you know, see, this is why I always put emphasis, because I see, and, you know, I see a lot of bodybuilders that really don't do it, but a lot do that are really serious about it. I'm not saying these people that don't do it aren't serious about it. They just think the upper body is what matters. Because, you know, I've had to tell my friend Kyle that a couple times. Cause there's been a couple times when me and him's done legs and he's kind of complained about it. I'm like, yeah, but listen, legs are just as important as the bicep. The quads are just as important as the bicep. The hamstrings are just as important as the tricep. Inner and outer thighs just as important as a forearm or shoulder or traps or, you know, etc., etc., etc. But, you know, and, you know, he's kind of understanding it now, and, which is good, because I know a lot of times, and, you know, and that's why I emphasize with people that work out with me, I'm like, look, yeah, doing upper body is all good and fine, but you also got to do the lower body. And that's why a while back I did a video about people who sit there and knock cardio. Like these real big, you know, muscular guys that's been doing it for years and years and years. Guys that didn't, you know, do it when they were like from the age of 15 until they were freaking about 18 and then quit. And didn't get back into it till they were like 27, which, you know, if you haven't caught it by now, I'm talking about myself, but cardio is important too. One, helps your endurance. Two, if you get fat after you've left the gym for a while, like I left the gym for nearly 10 years before I got back into it. I mean, I still lifted here and there, but I didn't constantly do it like I do it now. And see, that's why I don't like when people dog on cardio. Like, look, how about you take some time away from the gym, almost 10 years, eat wrong foods, drink wrong drinks, get real fat, and then you'll see why I say cardio is important. Because when I got back into it, I was like 260 pounds. I'm also fat. And I dropped all that weight, got the body fat percentage down, I believe. I got my body fat percentage down to 14. I haven't checked it since I started lifting heavy, because I've gotten like a lot of, you know, info that, you know, you start bulking up more, you can burn the rest of that. So I'm like, okay, fine. And like I said, I really don't check on it because it's hard to tell which are accurate freaking body fat tests and that and not. But yeah, but I guess I'm done chattering about it. I'm gonna stand up, lift up my dumbbells here, try to do like maybe at least 5 for each arm, and put them down. Then I'll show you a tricep workout that I just did earlier, which kind of screwed myself up, but I was doing heavier weight than what I got here. So. Alright. Proper way to do biceps. Hold on. What's going on? Proper bicep. Make sure you don't move your back when you're doing it. 1, 2, 3. No. 2. 2. Sorry, I got that. Oops. 3. 3. 4. 4. off with triceps, and notice I was doing it slowly because sometimes if you do it too fast, throw your arms down too fast, it frickin' loosens the tension. You want to keep as much tension on it as you can, and yeah, a couple of them I might have used my back. I wasn't trying to, but I'm not for sure. Felt like I was, but I may not have been, because I still felt it in my arm. So, well, my biceps here. Now here's the tricep workout. One of my favorite tricep workouts. Especially when you do free weight. But take it here. Also works your shoulder and your back some too. You get 3 body parts with this tricep workout. But I'm gonna do 5 of these, show you the proper way, and okay, so 1, 2, maybe I'll do 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you do those right, you will be able to fill in your tricep. Just like if you do curls right, any kind of curl, make sure you keep the elbows tucked in. And I'm not claiming I'm the greatest expert ever. There's more people that still got more knowledge than me, but I know a lot. But it's like with any bicep workout. Elbows tucked in, take it up easily, take it lightly, and keep the tension on it. When you're doing hammer curls like this, you take it lightly, you bring it up, bring it down to where you're not going doop, 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 and you're not freaking feeling it because you're not loosening your tension. In fact, I'm going to show you 5 hammer curls. Bending it back up more. Then after I show the hammer curls, then I'll be done with the video. After I plug my Twitter in. Alright. Hammer curls. These are hammer curls. Oh, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's how you do proper hammer curls. And I'm not doing this, for people that know this stuff already, who lifts a lot and that. I'm basically doing this to educate people who haven't done this before. And people, like with the boulder stomach and the fat stomach situation. People that get those two confused. So, right now, I guess that'll do it. I want to correct myself about something I said on my last video. I meant to say top 10 GTA villains. And I'm talking about villains that you couldn't wait to kill at the end of a GTA game or toward the end. And pretty much number 1 and number 2 were the 2 most I wanted to kill the most. So a lot of people want to kill them the most. But I'll get to them when I do that. I will probably get to that maybe Saturday. And then Sunday I'm going to try to review Turtles. If not, I try to do it Monday or, get off. And I know I still haven't got my battle up with the Utrom Shredder and Lord Dead yet. But I will get that. But, that'll do it for this video. Please like this video. Leave a comment. Subscribe. I hope I didn't insult anybody. I wasn't trying to insult anybody. I was just trying to educate some people who get the boulder stomach confused with a fat stomach. Check out my Mr. Hornsby 83 Topics on Facebook. That's my fan page. And my Twitter. I just set up the Twitter account just to plug my YouTube channel. My Twitter is at Mr. Hornsby 83. That's why I used that Mr. Hornsby 83. I didn't use my real name. I used that Mr. Hornsby 83. But that'll do it. Till Saturday. Peace out.